The following is a presentation of William Patterson University Television.
Tonight, it's the final episode of Very Late with Vont Leak, and we got a great show for you. Isabel and I are visited by the ghosts of co-hosts past, plus her and I are going daytime. Then, my good old friend, President Helldobler, stopping by. We've got so much show on the way, so for one last time, let's do it. This is the final episode of Very Late with Vont Leak. Thank you so much. Welcome to Very Late. I'm your host, Vont Leak. And for one last time, over there is my sidekick, Isabel. Isabel, how are you?
I'm great. I'm finally going to have free time.
Yeah, what do you plan to do with all your free time?
Not this.
Okay, you're not going to miss me?
We'll see.
Okay, well, maybe we can make weekend plans. Weekday plans? We have a lot of free time. We can just go for drinks or something? All right, well. Tonight's a bittersweet night because it's our last episode of Very Late with Vont Leak on WPTV.
Freedom! Finally!
Yeah, it's bittersweet. I've been creating content ever since I got to Willie P. To put it in perspective, I've done 3 seasons of this show. I've done 3.5 years of morning commute. I've won 5 national awards.
Yeah, add all those numbers up and it still doesn't add up to the number of co-hosts you had. Talk about ran through.
I'm not ranting.
That's you.
My mom says that too. I don't get I don't get what she means.
Your mom says you're ran through.
Our relationship is based on honesty, so I don't know. I thought it was a cute nickname. I'm proud of everything that we've done here, though. You know, within the first 2 episodes of Very Late and Morning Commute, people were hating on us on social media. And you know what they say about haters?
My haters give me strength.
It's okay. So emo. So 2012.
Yeah. Me in 4th grade.
Right.
My haters.
Yeah. I mean, millions of people hate Donald Trump, but he claims that they all voted for him in the election. So with the number of people who hate me, we can practically say that we started a cult here. And as the semester wraps up, though, a lot of seniors are getting ready for graduation. You know, people keep asking me what I'm going to miss the most. And I can't decide whether it's my psychotic suite mate who claps and apologizes to her mom in her sleep, or the chicken in the dining hall that's uncooked and has a syringe in it. Those are both true stories, by the way. Anyway, let's see what's happening. By the way, at the time of recording this, the Writers Guild of America is on strike. So if this monologue is at any point unfunny, we're blaming Isabel. She protested and refused to write one last show.
Yeah, I know my rights.
Good one, Isabel. Maybe next time write it down?
I write it down every time. I write the entire show.
All right, whatever. Jada Pinkett Smith's popular show Red Table Talk was canceled from Facebook Watch a few weeks ago. Damn. Where else are we going to be fed information about the Pinkett Smith family against our will? Get it? Will?
That was a good one.
Johan. How are you here? Didn't you get arrested?
No. No, you can't do this. I have the right to an attorney.
Wait, what are you doing here?
Well, hey man, it's your last show, so I just wanted to congratulate you.
A word? Thanks, buddy.
Psych, bitch! You never gave me the chance to replace me with a white woman who had more lines than I ever did.
Okay, wait, calm down, brother. First of all, you graduated, okay? And second, Isabel's your girlfriend.
Who's Isabel?
What?
Yeah, that's why you lost. That's why you both lost Best Comedy at IBS. Because you got rid of me.
Well, you just said who is Isabel, so what do you mean both? And Johan, I love you, brother. Seriously, I do. You know that. But, I mean, if we're keeping it a bean, you didn't really do much as sidekick. And you also lost Best Comedy and Talk program with me also.
Vaughn, don't make me come over there and slap you again.
Okay, chill out. My bad. I'm confused. I don't get what you're doing here or how you even, I'm confused as to how you even got here, Johan.
Who even got here?
Johan, he was just here.
Are you high?
High? No, 420 was a month ago. Let's move on. Oh, this was a great story I saw. It came out recently that a mom from Canada feeds her 18-month-old baby crickets instead of actual meat. When asked why, all the mom said was,
Okay. That shit was ass.
Justice?
That was ass.
Where's security? How do people keep getting in here?
Security? Bro, we did 2 years of morning commute with us pretending like we had producers, and now you think you have security? Who does this guy think he is, bro?
Justice was a writer and a producer on this show, and we also used to co-host Morning Commute together.
Yeah, you're damn right we did. And you know what? I want all my credit for all the segments I helped you with, or basically wrote myself. The Trick or Treat segment, the Grammy segment, the Black Friday segment that you butchered.
Jay, what the hell's going on?
You still don't get it? Johan, Isabel, me, the ghosts of co-hosts past have come back to wish you a final goodbye.
Ghosts of co-hosts past?
Yeah, bro. You've had a lot of co-hosts in your 4 years of Willie P. You're kind of a whore.
There has not been that many co-hosts, Justice.
Yeah, okay. Another semester, Nick Cannon's kids would have lined up to be your next co-host.
Oh, yeah, but it's all been award-winning content, though, right?
You lost for Morning Commute that 1 year.
We lost?
Agree to disagree.
Okay, so what now, Justice? Are all the old female co-hosts gonna come back and, maybe do segments on horoscopes or the Met Gala? Or maybe you're all gonna taunt me to take over all my shows and build an army of people who eventually wanna take me down. Is that it?
Nah, I'm just here for my trophy. Yeah, the IBS trophy.
Okay, it's in the lobby. Wait, but since you're here, the WGA is on strike. We could use your help writing one last very late segment.
Very late? Wait, this is a Morning Commute?
No. I'm so confused.
Can we wrap this up? I've got like a lot of free time now, and this show is eating all that up.
Okay. Let's talk about Trump.
Trump.
Hey, Professor Williams.
Hey, look, it's Vont Leak. You're the little guy I see on my little TV every now and then.
We've never done a show together, Professor Williams.
Listen, a brother like me gets center stage. You know I work with Spike Lee. You understand how that goes.
I actually don't. I always have co-hosts. But yeah, you've mentioned Spike Lee once or twice. Look, I don't know what you're doing here, Professor Williams, but if you're going to haunt me too, can you at least let me finish my monologue?
Sure, go ahead, man. Do your thing.
Thank you. All right, where was I? Oh, finals. They're happening all across college campuses. And I got to admit, though I'm doing well mentally for the first time in a while, that might just be because I decided to stop doing work.
See, that's your problem. You spend all this time, all this money doing secondary education just to stop caring halfway through the semester, and you just are going to end up working at a facility like Acme pushing carts.
That's not true, though, Professor Williams. You're my advisor. You know I have an internship at SiriusXM.
Man, that internship wasn't real. What's your actual job? What's your plan after you graduate?
I've been looking for jobs.
You and about 2,000 other kids in sippy cups since middle school, all trying to figure out what they want to do. Don't you have little sisters?
Yeah, I do. They're 7 and 13. Why?
Right, and when they end up signing your checks just because you stood up laughing on your own corny jokes, instead of finishing your credits, who's going to be sorry then, Vont?
Okay, that's crazy. All right, if I laugh at corny jokes, it's because Isabel writes corny jokes.
Vont, what did I tell you about coming crazy at my girl's bad jokes? Huh?
4 years later, he still can't take accountability or respect women.
I figured for at least the last episode, you write some of the show, but you'll never change. Like, why do you think all your other co-hosts left you? You asked me what we're doing for our show. Our show? Then why is it only your name in the title, and you're all the way up there when you tell the monologue jokes that I write? You can write jokes like you can grow a beard. Oh, wait, you can't.
It was just a dream.
Good morning! No!
Welcome to Very Late with Vont Leak. A couple of months ago, we told you a network approached Isabel and I about producing a children's show. And even though that fell through, what you don't know is that before we decided to do a late night show, we even thought about doing a daytime talk show. Think Live with Kelly and Ryan, The View, Drew Barrymore. And we actually did a test show that our producers, I dug up recently. Let's take a look. Thank you all. Thank you. Please, take your seats. Take your seats. Hello. Great to see you.
Of course.
Thank you all for being here. Please take your seats. Thank you. You're all beautiful, except for that one right there.
You guys are always such a great audience.
Good afternoon, America. Do we have a good show for you all today?
Oh, really? Tell us more.
I will. You don't even have to ask, Isabel. Well, we have a special guest, former Disney star Mitchell Musso stopping by. And we have musical guest Andrea Bocelli. Yes.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
What a great lineup.
Yeah.
How have you been doing today, Vont?
Isabel, I've been swell. And guess what? I have a story to tell.
Please, do tell.
Well, I was at the grocery store last night buying dinner because my wife refused to cook. You know, women, right?
Don't die.
And this woman, she just cut in front of me in the line right as I was headed to the self-checkout lane.
No!
Yes!
Say it isn't so.
Oh, but it is so, Isabel.
Unbelievable.
So, I ended up saying something about it. So, and I need you to be honest. Tell me if I'm wrong for this. I curb stomped that bitch and called her a dumb whore.
I think that was completely reasonable.
Justified, right?
I swear, people don't know how to act since the pandemic. And I actually have a similar story.
Really? Enlighten me.
Well, I went out to eat last night with the old ball and chain, if you know what I mean. Well, the waitress was just terrible.
Oh.
And it ended up being like a $60 meal. And I'm not one to leave tips, right?
Right.
Because it's not my fault that you're poor.
No.
And right as we were about to leave, she confronted us about it. And, right, tell me if I'm wrong for this. I went to the hospital, unplugged her grandmother from the ventilator, and wrote the girl out of the will.
I don't think she's wrong. She had it coming for her coming at you like that.
Right.
Oh my gosh. This new generation, they know nothing. And all they want are things to just be handed to them. Like, here, gimme, handouts, give me this. Isabel, I've been waiting all night to tell you this. I've been doing something recently. I don't need you to tell my wife. I don't need you to tell my mom. I'm gonna get in trouble. I'm a little daredevil, me. You know me, love taking risks. Driving without the seatbelt lately.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that so?
Oh, so that is.
Wow.
Right. I just find like, I don't know, it's such a freeing feeling. I feel just so wild, like I just want to take my pants off.
Oh my gosh. This is daytime television.
Oh, sorry. Leave that for late night. But I mean, like, why would I want to be so constrained by something so abrasive?
You know, you have a point. And you know what I've been doing recently? I have started using my side and rearview mirror for myself.
Whoa.
Like, why would I want to look at your ugly car?
I know that's right.
So I get to look at myself, and it's really good for those pesky paparazzi.
Hashtag not my Honda Civic. Get out of my reviews.
Right. Anyway, I'm excited for today's show, and I'll tell you why.
Tell me why.
We have a viewer who's experiencing a little self-doubt.
Oh, Isabel, don't think about it as self-doubt. It's more like, como se dice, she hates herself.
Oh, exactly. So we invited her on the show to try and help her out. Please welcome Kayla Martin Jimenez.
It's actually pronounced Martin Jimenez.
Oh, it's okay. Thank you for being here. Now, we know a little bit about you, but the audience knows nothing about you. So our audience and viewers want to know why you're here. Tell them your story.
Oh, well, to be honest, it might be a little hard to talk about. I've always struggled with my looks and my body image, and you know, as a woman especially, it's hard to fit in with beauty standards.
Of course.
It feels like there's this pressure to have perfect hair and skin, and it's just hard to find clothes that fit right all the time.
Don't I know it?
And even on my good days, sometimes when I look good, I don't feel good.
Yes.
I really hate myself.
Well, we've really connected with your story.
Deep within.
And I'm sure there's so many people at home and people in the audience right now who can relate.
Of course.
It's hard sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely. We totally understand. Some of us more than others. But we want to turn your life around for the better. That's what we do here on Good Afternoon America. We want you to leave the negativity behind. Leave it in the past, start fresh, start anew, Kayla. So, we have something for you.
We have a great surprise for you.
Did we say great?
Great! Everyone look under your seats.
What is it?
To help Kayla's body positivity issues, you're all getting a free copy of Kayla's News.
Now there's no pressure to look good because everyone already knows about the beauty mark on your butt.
Beauty mark? You telling me that this is not a bad tattoo of Mount Rushmore?
Where the hell did you get that?
And if you think this is good, you could check out our blog for Kayla's diary to read her story about how she cried after the first time she had sex.
Bazinga!
What is wrong with you? You ruined my life.
I think you mean repaired. You can send our check in the mail, Toots. Don't go anywhere because when we come back, Mitchell Musso is going to be talking to us about how he went from Disney to DUI. Stay tuned.
That's our problem.
We got more Very Late happening after this. Welcome back to Very Late. Now, if we have not made it clear on this show, we are very, very, very big fans of William Patterson President Helldobler. William Patterson President Richard Helldobler gave his State of the University address, his biggest accomplishment, causing the unemployment rate. Sorry, I'm not here.
Too busy wasting the budget.
Willpower.
Governor Murphy will actually be handing out the diplomas by himself because everyone else that was supposed to be there was laid off by Helldobler. Imagine being laid by Dick.
And to give backstory to the never-ending beef, we had President Helldobler on Morning Commute a few years ago to ask about the self-imposed raise in the middle of university-wide faculty layoffs, and this is what he said.
You know, I don't feel that as the only openly gay president in the state of New Jersey that I should be making less than my counterparts who either have the same amount of experience or less experience than I do.
Do you believe that you were paid less initially because you were an openly gay president in the state of New Jersey?
I don't know whether I was or not.
He also told us that he wouldn't require students returning to campus post-COVID to get the vaccine, and then even doubled down on it just to make it a requirement anyway. It's been an ongoing thing. He's avoided talking to us, and we haven't stopped talking about him. But guess what? I'm getting out of here. I'm getting my diploma, and I'm growing the hell up. I'm getting out of this place. So, for one last time on our final show, we invited him here to squash the beef. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is a great privilege and honor that I get to welcome William Patterson President Richard Helldobler to the show.
Hi, Vont.
I'm sorry. Did we log on to the wrong call or something?
Oh, sorry. My name is Valerie. I'm a public relations representative from the president's office.
So is President Helldobler not coming?
Well, he's a very busy man. As someone who is so dedicated to the success of the students and the well-being of the university, it's hard for him to find time to step away.
But what is he doing right now that's preventing him from being here?
Think of it less as something preventing him from being here and more like he's occupied with opportunities that are keeping him in a place that is not this current location. But if he were not occupied with that thing specifically, there is a likelihood that he would probably most likely try his best to be in the current location where you are located at right at this moment.
What?
President Helldobler is always dedicated to the success of the students and the well-being of the university.
Okay, whatever. Valerie, you said your name is? Look, so I interviewed President Helldobler a couple years ago when the layoffs were first announced.
No. Don't think of them as layoffs. The university was giving faculty and staff the opportunity to diversify their careers experiences.
Diversify their career experiences by making them unemployed?
Unemployed? No. Think recently granted access to a different lifestyle.
Okay, fine. Look, when I interviewed Helldobler about the faculty and staff layoffs,
New lifestyle opportunities.
whatever, I asked him why he was getting a raise while hundreds of faculty and staff were being laid off. He skirted around the question, and I just want to know what the real answer was.
I've known Helldobler for such a long time. We are close friends, and he's a great person. The budget for the university is very tight, and through some tough calls and months upon months of hard work and finding funds in nooks and crannies, we found just enough money for funds to be allocated in a certain way that would benefit the greater good in general.
Helldobler getting a raise is for the greater good?
I never said that.
You literally just said that, actually.
Said what?
That Helldobler getting a raise is for the greater good. Wait, does that mean him getting a raise means more pizza with the presidents?
I'm so glad you brought that up. Pizza with the President is one of the great ways Helldobler is so dedicated to his students and the well-being of the university.
But he just postponed the last one that he was supposed to have in April.
Probably because he was busy preparing for next year's State of the University address. Always getting ahead.
Yeah, I'm sure Dick is getting ahead. But look, it doesn't feel that this is going anywhere. So can you just tell me why this department and the arts in general? And why are they being neglected by the university, even though President Helldobler has a theater and dance background?
Speaking of backgrounds, if you look at my background, this is one of the great buildings in our university, our amazing university.
Theater and comedy literally isn't even a major anymore.
What's actually comical and makes me smile is how much we offer at this university and how much President Helldobler connects with the students day to day.
He couldn't even be here today. That's why he sent you, and you're not even here, you're on Zoom. Please, I just want an answer about why the arts are so neglected. Helldobler literally did theater.
You know what? You're right. And he does have an extensive background in theater and shows. Have you seen his show Reflections? It's taped right where you are right now.
Please, okay? Look, the students deserve answers. Where is the money coming from for all the ribbon cutting ceremonies and those big ass scissors? How did we spend millions of dollars on a dining hall but fire a bunch of faculty? How did we get Governor Murphy for commencement, and why is he canceling my show?
If you have any further questions, you could just go to his office hours.
I don't want to go to his office hours, Valerie, okay? This is my last show. I deserve to get some answers before he lays me off, too.
You know what? Fine. I hate him. The pizza isn't even good. He has that new kitchen. You'd think he'd cook for himself, but all he does is order pizza from Aramark. It's so bad. You think I want to go to every event for him? I don't. You know what? You know what he's doing right now? Meeting with the Board of Trustees to change the mascot again.
Again? We just got Pio after Helldobler said Billy the Bear graduated and went to go fight forest fires.
Exactly. He's delusional. Bears don't fight forest fires, and he just made the bear a gender-neutral skater. He probably just laid off Billy, too, because he's black.
Wait a minute. Valerie, are you saying that President Helldobler is racist?
I'm not saying anything, but it's very interesting how many times you see him at the Center of Latinidad versus the Black Cultural Center.
That's actually crazy. Okay, thank you, Valerie. I'll make sure to ask him about this when I see him at graduation.
He won't be there.
What do you mean?
He'll be at Quick Check buying flautas with his Pioneer money.
Okay, thanks, Val. That was Valerie Arango from the president's office. WPTV studio manager Al Clarke is joining us after the break. Don't move. Welcome back to Very Late with Vont Leak. I couldn't be happier to be welcoming our next guest. He's the TVO studio manager, the TV studio manager, and we're gonna roll with it, fuck it. And the reason that this show exists, I'd like to say please welcome, but this is his home. So please give it up for TV studio manager, Al Clarke. How's it feel?
Oh man, it's been a while since I've sat in this chair.
I know it has.
You know, you're the third generation of this thing, right?
Uh-huh.
So.
You did. What was the? Do you remember the first generation of
Yeah,
late
that was around 2008, and that's Jake Plunkett.
Yes,
that's his
who's
era.
Now at the Late Show with Colbert, which
who's
is
an Emmy Award-winning producer for Colbert.
Right. So if you want to do late night here, the odds are high.
Yeah. So that was first gen, and then second gen was
James Nuzzo, Eric Dargis.
Right, 2015. And all those guys are doing really well. Dargis is off to L.A. I think he's working
social media for Netflix.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and was on SNL.
Yeah, SNL, and he did socials for SNL and Seth.
Right. And so, and now?
And now I'm gonna go push carts at Acme, apparently.
Chris Williams.
Yeah, thanks for being here, Al. First of all, Isabel and I'll be transparent. I have to beg you to do this, but
You did.
I love you for doing it. You are the beacon of light that shines this entire building. I'll say that, and that's without a doubt the truth.
That's sweet.
It's scripted. No.
Did you write that?
Of course, I read everything. Now I'm on strike.
Now you're the WGA?
There you go.
No, and I love telling the story, and I think it's only fitting for the last show.
Sure, go ahead.
We were standing right there, off the stage.
Yeah, right there.
And I was talking to the at the time TV president Schaefer Johnston, shout out to a great man, and I said to him, I said, hey, what do you think the odds of us starting a late night show again are? He pulled you over, and you were
and just to give context, he was a brash young freshman.
What is brash?
Well, just think of you as a freshman, and that was it.
With no beard. Now it's the full face. There's a lot has changed. A lot has changed in 4 years. And 3 weeks in, I asked about the late night show, and you were like, yeah, "We'll see. It takes some time. It takes a lot of work."
Well, what did I say? What I said is you got to put a team of people. It takes a lot of work, and you got to put a team of people around you to get this thing done. You cannot do this alone.
And I think that needs to continue to be emphasized for a couple reasons. But the main one being that through COVID, and I started, for people I guess who don't know, I started here doing Rumor Report, and then COVID, then like rebuilding.
What's that guy's name again?
Andres.
I never remember his name.
Andres. And then building the club back, we built this show from scratch. So I just want to say thank you, because you never, except I guess in that initial moment, but you never know. You never turned down the vision, and you always, pushed me and said, hard work and a team, and that's what I like to think that we did do here.
Yeah, no, absolutely. When you guys, you had a strong group of people around you, and that really worked. And you showed that first script, and it was like, you know what, this could work, and it did.
I appreciate you.
It did. It really did.
You're celebrating 10 years now at William Patterson.
Wow, that's weird.
Damn.
That's so strange.
It's like 1 year 10 times.
Or
it is like
1 year, or 2 years 5 times.
There you go. We're three. Never mind.
3 years 3 times, and then just an extra year of buffer.
Yeah, it's been great. I always say, you get to the other side of a transition, no matter what it is, whether you're here and then you're there, and you always look back and you go, yeah, I should have done this sooner.
So before this, you were doing, and I don't want to go deep into it because you tell the story a lot. You started Cablevision. Well, you were not you didn't start. You were at Cablevision before this.
Yeah, no, I was at Cablevision Systems Corporation. We were, we're the people. At one time, we owned Bravo. We're MSG Networks. We're Andy Cohen. We were News 12. All the News 12 networks. We're in the tri-state area. We have at the time, I think we had 1.6 million viewers. So, my shows were being seen by a lot of people. But it was corporate TV. It was cable.
So then the switch to academia came how?
I got laid off.
No?
I got laid off with about 150 other people.
So to everybody that just got laid off by President Helldobler, now they're gonna hit the Cablevision. They go backwards.
Well, what's really funny is, Cablevision doesn't exist anymore. But we're like Schaefer and Alyssa and Kurt Sieglin are. That Cablevision was that parent company. So it's just so interesting.
And now that's what Altice, because you're going to News 12 now. Yeah. I don't know if that was.
I don't even know if it is Altice now.
If you pass the background check.
Yeah.
It is Altice now, yeah.
My SSN might put them up in. Anyway.
It's a long story.
I'm about to say, you just gave, is she illegal?
Okay.
I need, what is your, give me some juice. What do you, favorite memory of our time together? Come on, this is supposed to be a nice hurrah. Give me something.
Yeah, look.
Validate me, damn it.
Traditionally, but seriously, traditionally, guests are supposed to bring something, either a clip or something like that. In fact, floor manager, can you bring in our guests? I wanted to bring a couple of people in to help say goodbye, because here's the situation. There are some shows like this.
This isn't scripted.
That
I don't know what this is.
That end with speeches. there are some shows that end with songs. We're not going to end with either of those. We're going to end with saws. So if you could just put on that the mask, please, for a second.
Okay.
So these are gentlemen. These are my friends, and
What about the late night final?
thank you, gentlemen.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Appreciate your service. So, it was a nice run, Vont, and I just wanted to make sure that you appreciate the fact that a show like this could...
My mic fell off. Jesus Christ.
Inhaling sawdust.
Okay.
A show like this could never happen again in the same way.
Okay. I don't.
Maybe we should have thought about that.
I wish. Okay.
The consequences of our actions.
Because we asked Al if it made sense for us to do his interview last.
Yeah.
And he said, yeah.
Yeah, it makes total sense. Why?
I guess your goodbye isn't happening here.
I guess, okay. Well, I thought, my next question was, do you have any good memories, fond memories? Where are my glasses? Jesus Christ. Any fond memories, but I think nothing can top this.
The greatest night in the history of television.
I'm telling you. Al Clarke, there's nobody else like you.
Just don't think.
In the, Jesus, where did they get those? There's nobody else like you in this building. Nobody will ever amount to what you mean to me for allowing this vision to happen. And on a personal note, I love you seriously and thank you for everything.
Love you too, buddy.
All
You've
right.
been great. It was a nice run, seriously. It was a really good run.
Thank you. Great, even greater desk. Okay, we have more, I don't even know where, we have more very late about the break. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Very Late. I don't know what the hell just happened. Shout out to Al Clarke and Isabel. This feels awkward. I'm sorry. Shout out to Al Clarke. Thank you for that. Before we get out of here, I think a couple things should be said. One, I am extremely grateful because I came to college 4 years ago. First of all, not even knowing that I kind of wanted to go to college. I said this last episode. I knew that I wanted to go to college because of the opportunities that came afterwards. And that happened during. And I think that that was mission accomplished because I came here and did so much. 3 weeks into being here, I became talent for an entertainment news show we had at the time called Rumor Report. Almost immediately became a producer of that program. COVID happened, and I kind of fell out of TV Club. I was still doing the radio station. I was an on-air personality. Went on to become program director, which was something that crazily fell in my lap, and I don't know how that I guess gift in disguise really became a passion project of mine. As the program director, I was very much trusted. With the keys to a radio station that I had no idea what the, culture of it was before, and we changed it for the better. And I think that that was one of the best decisions that I could have made in my time here. We flipped the entire station of genre and the culture and the way we did things at the station. And I remember that fall, it was fall 21 post-COVID when I made a lot of great friendships and relationships that I didn't know would mean so much to me to this day. A lot of those people you saw out here earlier, Justice and Johan and Nick, who's directing, and you know, that was a thing for a little bit, and I'm glad. Not for a little bit. I'm still program director. I also didn't die. Then I, out of nowhere, became vice president of TV Club, and that was also strange because, like, I hadn't come to TV Club in forever because it was Zoom, and that shit was ass. I remember doing Room Report on Zoom, and I remember when I first started doing Room Report, it was, think like Access Hollywood or Extra. And I was reading stories and then taping packages to them. And the stories would be like, Meghan Trainor says that she can't walk after sex with her boyfriend. And so then I'd go on campus and ask people, what's a crazy sex story you would have? Something like that. That's probably a terrible example to give for this, but that's here we are. And I did that with Andres. And I remember starting to try to implement little jokes in those as if I was telling monologue jokes. If you know me, that you know this has always been the vision, the late night show, and being some type of personality. And Willie P, specifically Brave New Radio on WPTV, have given me ample opportunities to do that. Doing Room Report on Zoom sucked, but we kind of shifted that into what I wanted to become this show. And there was still a lot of reluctance for me to do this show. And we ended up doing it. And I want to thank that grassroots team of people who helped do this show. Marissa Banks, Justice Gregg, Johan David Yamoza Alvarez, Calvin Ritchie, Isabel Birritteri, Wendy Olmos. Those people saw the vision and helped build. And then my e-board at the time helped me build that show into what you guys know and love is Very Late. And I can't even say it's what you know and love is Very Late because the show obviously didn't start off the way we do now. We didn't have, you know, recurring bits, and we didn't have, you know, people who watch the show and enjoy the show and look forward to things. I can't tell you the number of people who are like, when's the last time you did Watch Your, or when's the next time you guys are doing Watch Your Back? It kind of was just a thing that we did because I knew I wanted to do late night. And what's funny about that is that there was a period of time where I didn't like the show. I didn't like the content that we were creating, and I didn't enjoy doing the show. We were kind of just like going through the motions. And there was also a time where I didn't enjoy working at Brave New Radio. I wanted to quit being program director because I didn't think what I was doing mattered. And morning commute, there was a lot going on. I call those the dark ages of morning commute. But there were the group of people who I mentioned that helped continue to let me know that, you know, what you're doing matters. And Clarke, somebody else who continued to say like, hey man, like, just do it. Like, fuck it, literally fuck it. And since then I've gone on to win 5 national awards for everything that I've done personally. And then we as a collective won a Marconi Award for Brave New Radio. And I continue to like this show and continue to do better at it. And this show kind of grew into a life of its own without me knowing that it was going to happen that way. But I'll say there's one thing that, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, God strike me down if you think I'm lying. There's one thing that kept me doing this show because I felt like the passion fell out of it. There were weeks where I would come in here and I'd be like, ugh, I don't want to do this, or ugh, I'm not proud of this content. But it was the only person who at the school I've worked with since day one and has never left me, Isabel, who continued to push and continue to write and continue to do stupid ass dances to help me, you know, build this shit up, continue to do this show. This show got its legs with you, Isabel. I can say that without a doubt. And I don't think that I would have rather done this project with anybody else. So thank you for continuing to see the vision, whether I'm pissing you off that day or not. And there's a crap ton of people in this building who hate me. And the biggest person the biggest hater that I know, Isabel, is the only person, at least publicly, that I know that does not hate me. So thank you, Isabel. Shut up, Justice. All in all, big thank you. I've been sitting here trying to figure out what to say for my goodbye for months, and I still don't even think I captured it well. But I'm grateful for everybody that's listened. to Morning Commute that's been on Morning Commute, to people that hated or doubted Morning Commute, to the people that watched this show, were on this show, the haters that told me I should have started wearing a suit from day one, to hell with you, to the people who said, pick your poison or your co-host for Double Morning Commute. I don't care. I did something amazing, and I'm very, very, very grateful for everything that I and we have accomplished as host of Morning Commute, host of Very Late, president of TV Club, vice president of TV Club, program director of Birritteri Radio. I'm going to leave this set, and I'm going to still be upset because I know that I didn't say everything I wanted to say. That's just me speaking off the top of my head. Isabel wants to come up here and give me something, and then we'll say goodbye and cry. I don't cry, though. I can't tell you the last time I've cried.
I cry all the time. Thank you for those kind words. I would also, I would like to bring the people who created this show, here we go, in the first place. So I tried to get everyone here. Where is Nick?
Nick, come out here, man.
Please come out here. Marissa could not be here. So I supplemented that.
It wouldn't be a reunion.
With putting Marissa on the cake. Please don't drop it. We'll take a photo of it.
Okay.
Please don't drop it.
Okay.
But this has been a lot of fun working with you
Please
these
don't cry.
years.
I'm not going to cry. I don't cry.
No,
I might.
I don't cry.
Working with you with this show. And I will miss it.
Yeah. I am grateful for where's Calvin? Why is he not out here? I am grateful for every single person that, like I said, has sewn into this show. You guys, I know that I know every single last one of you, and I have at some point in time for the past couple years.
It's true.
But you guys continue to stick with it, and that's why I don't ever. I think a long time ago I was saying my show, and we made a joke about it earlier, but I really don't ever say that anymore because this is not my show. This show, one, it wouldn't happen without you guys. Two, I don't think I'd be the person that I am today if the past 4 years I didn't have the experiences I did with you guys. To my brother Justice, it was right over there where like me and you looked at each other and we were like, we should be cool because we're the only two black people in this room of like 17 people. So yeah, thank you all. Seriously, I love you all.
Yeah.
Is there?
You really not gonna cry, dude?
I'm not gonna cry.
No tears fell.
Right.
My voice cracked, but
Maybe.
I'm not gonna cry.
This is very emotional.
Right. Is there any more?
Yeah, do we want to pass around the microphone?
You have the microphone. You're holding the mic.
Who are you asking?
Do whatever you
I don't know.
want.
Who are you asking?
Pass around the microphone?
Do something.
Well, hey.
This is my brother Johan. He was the original sidekick of this show.
Yeah.
My former music director.
Former music director.
The former music director. This is my brother.
Yeah, man. Vont, you know, ever since I've known you, I've known that you really wanted to do a late night show. So here we are, standing all together. You did it, man. You did it, and I only know, and it's going to be very hard for me to say this without trying to cry. You're going to do things that I don't even think that I could even comprehend in the future. You know, whether that's screenwriting, making your own show, having your own show, interviewing whoever, or you know, whatever you want to do. I know that you're going to do it, and you're going to do it big because that's just who you are.
And you know, we're living proof of that. Thank you, brother.
You and me both.
That's what we. Yeah. I said we.
We.
There is no I in team.
Yeah, so, like, do you want to give my trophy now, or do you want me to
It's in the parking lot. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, man.
I'm looking forward to this. He doesn't get emotional, ever.
I'm not going to get emotional, but you deserve your flowers, bro. Like you said, I walked in the TV club. We were the only two black people there. And now there's more than 5 here.
Right.
I feel like we did that.
You're looking at the 4 of the 5.
I feel like we did that.
You're looking at 4 of the 5.
Nah, but bro, everything we worked on, whether it's late night, morning commute, or anything outside of that.
You're driving to Trenton 2 days in a row to do a short film for me?
That's facts. I'm gonna need you to return the favor soon with one of my projects. But you deserve all your flowers, bro. And I can't wait to see what you do next after college, bro. Congratulations, my dude.
Content Kings. Oh man!
Wow.
This guy. This is Justice. I introduced Justice earlier. This is Nick Wilkinson, kind of writer, former producer of Morning Commute.
Yeah. I never wanted to do TV, as you all know, but seeing kind of the community that you guys had and everything that was going on. I was like, let's try this. And, kind of having Very Late as the outlet to, work on and hone in certain skills that I now have. I got to credit you, man. Without you being that, person to, push the agenda and making sure these things get done, I wouldn't have certain skills that I have now. So I gotta, credit you, and I'm excited to see where, your next steps are. You can do anything that you set your mind to. We've seen it. So, just keep working, brother. Keep working.
Even when you don't show up to the writers' rooms on time.
I might not be there, but you're there. I'm here now, and that's what matters. More than Marissa can say.
Any thoughts, Queen?
Any?
It's also our group of friendship. Like, we have not been in the same room with Marissa in a year, so I don't think this would be I think this would be odd as hell if she was not here. But shout out to the Queen, former everything of this show.
I don't know what to say. Hi.
Hi, beautiful.
Hello. I'm Alyssa. If you guys don't know, I used to TD your show.
Mm-hmm.
You are the most talented, oh my God, most passionate person I know. If you're not working, I don't know what else you're doing. That's literally all you do. I cannot wait to see what you do after college. I cannot wait. People have a lot of big shoes to fill when you leave, for sure. So God bless you. We'll see what happens.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Are we we're good?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
It's your call.
Right. Don't you dare.
Yeah. Chocolate cake.
It's already sawdust.
Please, I spent good money on this.
Already sawdust.
This is your
This is it. Well, one last time. Shout out to Al Clarke and the entire crew, everybody that has ever sewed into Very Late, and anything that Vont Leak has ever done on the campus of William Patterson.
Everybody?
Except Suzette.
All right.
I am nothing if I am not petty.
Yeah, let's.
Thank you so much. Tune in next week. We'll have Veronica Everhart on. Thank you so much for watching. Please stay safe. I hope to see you in the very, very future. And until then, that's our show. Good night, everybody.